All right. Long-winded girlfriend. Hi, Mr. Beautiful Burr. All right. So everybody's talking about their significant others this week, it seems, except for the wonderful lady that taught me about the cake. Thank you so much. Me and my girlfriend have been dating almost 5 years. We live together, have a great dog together. We used to go to concerts before the pandemic and have the most fun and explore consciousness together. Ah, okay. Elevated way of saying take hallucinogens, of course. My only issue is she tells the longest, most uninteresting stories with 5 million tangents and unimportant side characters. All right. Well, yeah, that can happen. So I would say my next question would be, well, how many stories does she tell a day? Anyways, I'm not only expected to listen to these 30-minute soliloquies, but follow every plot point and then respond at the very end. I often don't know what to say at the end of a story because they take so long and involve so many topics that I get lost and uninterested. She then always tells me I have conversation issues and I'm not good at holding them. Conversation issues? Is that even a thing? I figured she just would have thrown out the hacky ADD. My question is this something that will happen in all relationships? No, you're just dating someone that doesn't know how to tell a story. How do I approach this? But that's weird that you would say this. Does this happen in all relationships? I mean, I can tell you this. If you're going to break up with somebody because they can't tell a fucking story, then I don't think you ever loved them. You know? My wife tells a great story, but if she's telling a bad one, I just start heckling. I'll just be like, stay on target. Not important information. This is what I would do if I was you. I would say, listen, I know that when you tell a story, I don't listen, and I know that that bothers you. Okay? My problem is your stories are really long, and you just say a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be in there. You give me the director's cut. Okay? The 256-minute Once Upon a Time in America. All right? Like you guys suggested I watched last week, which I'm still trying to find where I can watch that. So what I would do is say, okay, you're going to help me become a better listener? Are you going to do that for me? Oh, that's what I would say. That's how you go into it. You just say, okay, listen, if you help me with something, I'll help you with something, right? And then you just say, listen, can you help me become a better listener? Because I really want to be a better listener when you're telling your stories, okay? Because I know how much that bothers you. Can you help me with that? And she's a woman, and they're giving, so she'll be, you know, unless you got somebody ice cold, she's going to be like, absolutely. I'm so happy you asked me that. And then say, great. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you tell a better story. At that point, she's going to get mad. And just, we're both going to have little flags. I have a red one, you have a blue one, just like politics. All right? When you feel I'm not paying attention, you wave your flag. And when I feel you're going off the rails with this story, I'll wave my little flag. Okay? And I think what you're going to find is you're going to be waving your flag right after I start waving mine. You're going to start to learn where you lose the listener. She's not going to go for this shit. I'm just trying to be funny. Anyways, he says, my question is, is this something that happens in all relationships? How do I approach this? Every time I try to explain to her to simply try and make the stories more concise so I can respond to her point, she gets upset. Yeah, see, you're not going to learn anything. See, a lot of broads, they can't take it. They cannot. See, the thing about women, as much as they're all out there, especially the white women, are out there acting like, you know, they exist in some slave labor fucking universe. The reality is most of them are so fucking coddled that by the time you get into a relationship with them, they can't even handle the slightest of criticism. Not even the slightest. And then they'll, so what you're saying is I'm fucking... It's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. And the big thing is when they do that, you don't get drawn into a fight. You got to maintain your cool and just be like, listen, you give me pointers. You try to help me be a better person. I'm just trying to help you be a better person. Now, what would happen if every time you did that to me, I just got mad? I would not grow as a person. I'm doing right now what I'm supposed to do in this relationship. We're supposed to help each other become better people. Okay? And if I'm the only one listening to you, then what you're saying is that you're this complete person, or you're just so much better than me that you don't need to listen to any of my critiques. Then what the fuck are you doing with me? What are you, slumming it? I'd try one of the two of those. The flag thing would be, my wife would find that funny. I don't know what yours is like. And he goes, I don't want to end the relationship due to this silly issue. Sorry, I'm yawning here. But I'm also at my wit's end. Any advice would be so helpful. My best to your whole family and thanks. Yeah. I do have to tell you, man, like, how many fucking stories is she telling that you, and how bad are the stories that you're actually considering leaving? She just tells one bad story a fucking week and it's long as shit, and that's you making you think I got to get the fuck out of here. I would get the fuck out of there. Okay, but she's telling one every day and it's becoming a fight, or even every other day. Then I guess I get it. Anyway, all right. Oh, speaking of flags, girlfriend and red flags. Dear ballsack looking ass, and hopefully the lovely Nia. I'm a 24-year-old from the land of wheat, beer, and fat girls. Good old Kansas. The Jayhawks. That's my college basketball team. I've been dating my girlfriend now for about 7 months with no problems whatsoever. And have talked about moving in. Why am I yawning? About moving her into my house when she is done with schooling come summertime. She's a year younger than me and almost done with school, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, there's been no red flags in the relationship until recently. Oh, Jesus, he writes. She has recently mentioned in a joking manner, we all know it ain't joking, that she would like to get her boobs done. No red flag there, right? No, I mean, I think the Kardashians have made that shit so fucking mainstream. Anyway, well, a few weeks go by and she mentions wanting to get a nose job along with lip injections and Botox in her forehead. Okay, yeah, see ya. Bye-bye. I was taken by surprise by the amount of insecurity she truly holds in herself, which is something she has been open about before. This is a major turnoff to me and seems to be her trying to chase temporary happiness. She's a very attractive lady already in most people's eyes. All right, you need to tell her that she's attractive and lead off the in most people's eyes. I would. Then he says, so here's my problem, ball sack looking ass. Now, wait a minute. Are you the one giving her this complex? This is the second time you said I look like a fucking ball bag. I'm ready to get Botox halfway through this goddamn question. I would suggest to her, I would just, listen, I would say, I would talk to somebody first for a long time. You're still young and you're still beautiful. That's not even still a bad thing to say to something like that. You're young and beautiful. I don't know what's going on with you. You need to talk to somebody before, you start making, this is like you're getting a tattoo on your face. That's what plastic surgery is. It's a fucking tattoo on your face. Your eyebrows are going to be that way forever. Your lips are going to be that way forever. I don't know. Well, a few weeks go by, and she mentions wanting to get it. Okay, she already says this. A nose job, blah, 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 blah. So here's my problem. Ball sack looking ass. In my eyes, she will never be happy, and there will always be something that isn't good enough for her, and it will drain me in the long run. I know this seems, ladies, like he's being ice cold, but this is how you need to be in a relationship. You got to really weigh what you're into. I mean, what you're in for. Because these fucking things are hard. All right? And, I think it's pretty fucking weird if you married someone and by your 15th anniversary, people looking at your wedding photos going like, I didn't know you were married before. No, that's the same woman. Anyway, she doesn't seem to think it's a big deal about getting all of this and would make her feel better about herself. So what's the issue? Should I let her do what she wants with her body and not worry about it? Or is this a real concern for me to get out now? Give me your thoughts, and hopefully we can hear from the lovely Nia as well. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. I would get out now. Just the way this whole thing is written. I don't feel like you love this person. I think, I don't think you're 24, you're young. I mean, you know what? That should freak you out at 24 that someone wants to change their fucking face. You're young. Get the fuck out. Just get out. I would get out. That's exactly what I would do. I would get the fuck out. And if you're going to stay in, I would tell her to go talk to somebody for at least a year in therapy to figure out why when she looks in the mirror, she sees whatever she's seeing. But her issues are not your responsibility. And your issues are not her responsibility. When you guys get in relationships, your issues are what's going to come to the forefront. And it's what you're going to have to deal with. And that's where the love has to come in. Because if the love isn't there, it's not going to make it. And just the way you've written this fucking thing, I just feel like it's not there. I could be wrong. If it is there, what I would suggest, and you're going to stay in this, I would suggest that this person finds out why it. I'm guessing she's around your age, right? A year younger than you. I'm 24. Been dating a girlfriend. Blah blah blah. Well, let's say she's your age, 24. I mean, you shouldn't be getting plastic surgery at 24. What are you doing? You're in the prime of your life. You should be. This is the beginning part where you learn. You're undoing all of your childhood and learning to accept yourself as an adult and see what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and have a sense of humor about your weaknesses. You work on them, and then you go to your strengths and find somebody fun to share your life with. That's what you should be doing. I really don't see... It's really why, I don't know, the cultural effect of that Kardashian show. Where you got like some of them are like models and it's like you're a model. You're making a living by being beautiful and you're already getting work done before you're 25. That's a hell of a fucking statement. That's crazy. I don't know. It's fucking nuts.